Hello and welcome everyone to another inventRight.com TV show. We have Mr. Stephen Key, who co-founded the business with myself. My name is Andrew Krause. 14 years ago, been helping students in over 40 countries in that time. And today we have a new topic for you. What's the topic, Stephen?
Oh, let me see, Andrew. I got a little note here.
Let me see.
Well, I've got a little note here. Someone asked me this question.
Okay.
They said, so we're going to talk about how to sell an idea without a patent.
Without a patent. You know, you always mess with people on that play on words. You don't really mean without a. It is without a patent. It's not a patent, but it's something else.
Well, why do people think that you have to have a patent to license an idea?
Because it's going to protect your idea. People are going to steal it from me because it's a good idea, and if I don't protect it, somebody's going to steal it. It's just logic.
They also say that if you don't have a patent, why would someone pay you for an idea?
I couldn't agree with them more.
You know, it sounds logical. It does.
The average Joe on the street, that's true. You know, you have a good idea, you tell Uncle Joe, and the average person on the street, their only advice to you, if they believe it's a good idea too, is you better get a patent on that.
Well,
and then you go to an attorney, spend a bunch of money. Now you got this patent. You go, Uncle Joe, what do I do?
Well, Andrew, I just got back from a talk in Reno, and it was a group of people that had patents. And I wasn't quite sure how to start this lecture off because I wanted to tell them, you know, sometimes you don't need a patent here. But how do you tell them that?
Yeah, that's their whole group is based on that.
I know. And so I said, look, from our experience at inventRight, that number one, first of all, most ideas that are on the market do not have patents.
That's true.
Number two, what we're seeing today and what we have seen for years, that most ideas that get licensed don't have any intellectual property protection whatsoever.
Well, not whatsoever.
Well,
most people will. Our students file a provisional patent application, right?
Yeah, and it's
not actual protection. It's protection where it preserves your filing date. So if you later want to file a patent, so technically it's not protecting anything. But even a patent pending, a full patent pending, you pay attorney, it's still not protecting anything either.
Andrew, even if you got a patent, doesn't guarantee it's protected.
So we should all file a patent, spend $10,000 to $20,000, and sit around waiting 3 to 4 years or more in some cases for it to issue, and then we can start working on the project, Stephen. Isn't that correct?
Well, no, that's not correct.
I'm poking, Stephen. That's totally the opposite of what we teach.
So I was thinking that the only way I could really help everybody in the room is to say, look, how do you make money from your ideas? Okay, because that's why we're all doing. I mean, we do love our ideas, and you know, we love them. And we really love the ones that are more profitable than the other ones. Okay, so
and the ones that people can enjoy, you know. So we want to see it get out there in the world, right?
Yeah, I was telling everybody there's a strategy that works, and it's all about taking away risk. And number one, companies need products. Okay, in fact, the appetite for new products is so great that they just need new all the time now.
Right.
And if your product lands on someone's desk, a potential licensee's desk, and they're looking at it, and the gentleman, the CEO, or whoever the muckety muck is, looks at it and goes, I really like this, and looks over at the attorney and goes, what about protection? And the attorney says, well, he's only got a provisional patent application. And he goes, well, is he going to get it? Maybe yes, maybe no. We don't know. And really, they don't care. Now, that's the thing that really
upsets But also that gray area, that's a good thing.
I like the gray area. Most people are very uncomfortable with it. I know the patent attorneys hate when I say that. But here's the truth. They want to take a product and bring it to market. And of course, they like to take and protect it away from everybody else, right? Of course, they'd like to say, hey, this is ours, and we're going to keep everybody else out.
Yeah, 100% ironclad, kryptonite, Superman, can't touch my idea of protection unless you pay me $1 million.
But it doesn't work that way because even the big companies can't do that.
No.
Apple can't do it.
Okay, no. So if Apple can't do it, why can we?
That's my argument here. We cannot.
Well, if Apple can't
protect
their idea, well then, if we can't protect it, why should we sell it? The companies will just steal it from us.
Well, they don't steal it. They might work around it.
That's stealing it, man. I'm playing the average inventor on the street here.
It's really not.
That's stealing it. If they took it, they didn't pay me, they stole it.
No, it's fair game.
Well, is that what all companies are trying to do?
No.
No.
Only if you're unreasonable.
Okay, you're acting like a wacky inventor. We really, really want it. You talk to this guy, but he's just...
You want $1 million for it.
Yeah.
So here's the deal. And no, you can license an idea without a patent. I think you need perceived ownership because I don't think you really own anything at the end of the day. But perceived ownership is enough for companies to say, yes, we will license it. And you structure the deal. Here it is, you guys, in a nutshell. If you structure the deal, in fact, I wrote a book just on this. If you structure the deal, it's called How to License an Idea with or Without a Patent.
That's the book you wrote.
Yeah, and if you structure it this way, where you give them options, and those options take away the fear. And here are the options.
Fear?
The fear was, is he going to get a patent on this?
Okay.
Here's the fear. So we took it away. If a patent does get issued, we'll pay you 5 to 7%. And that's quite a few years down the road. Probably so far down the road, you're going to sell so many of the product before it even issues. In fact, it might issue and the product might be out of the market by then. But that's a whole nother argument. So if it's patent pending, we'll pay you 3 to 5%. And if it doesn't issue at all, the company will pay the inventor 1% for his efforts.
But it's always going to issue, because you can always put some weak claims in there if you're tricky, Stephen. We know that.
I know. And also,
it's always going to issue.
You can always keep it patent pending, too, by filing more IP. That's how you win every time, folks.
Yeah.
That's how you license an idea, regardless if you're going to get a patent or not. And people don't understand it because you just took away risk. And you know what you've done? You've opened it up. One other thing that I talk about in the book is that the licensing agreement is called the grant of license. What are you granting to that company? Mm-hmm. Well, they want to make sure it's got a patent number or application number. You have to get these claims. And we're saying, no. We can add new IP because that new IP could help you and could help me. And they all say yes. So you can keep on filing provisional patent applications and keep it going on for a long time. So my only point is this, you guys, learn how to play that game. It's a really fun game. It's a gray area. No, you don't have to have patents. No, you don't have to own anything. You don't have to mortgage your house. You don't have the $20,000 plaque on the wall. You don't need any of those things. Mm-hmm. You just need enough perceived ownership and give them the opportunity to file a patent if they want to or not. So that's the whole thing. And that's what I was trying to teach this group today. And by the way, everybody bought a book, which is really smart. I told them, if you don't have this book, it's the best book I've ever written. It's not about fear. It's not about from a legal perspective. It's about a business perspective. How can you win at licensing an idea? And I could tell they were all shocked. But anyway, it was great.
I love it. This is at the lecture you gave to the patent holders of Reno.
Yeah. Good group.
That's good. I think you helped them out. They rethink their position.
It was such a good group of people. In fact, it wasn't a big group, Andrew, but it was really fun, and I enjoyed it. So it was good.
Well, thank you for sharing that with us, Stephen. All right, so if you guys like the show, give us a thumbs up. Subscribe down there below. We'll catch you up with you on another inventRight.com TV show. See ya. Bye-bye.